We don't need no rings to say that we together.
I know.
We don't need no rings for me to know, for you to know I love you, that I want to commit to you, that I want to be your husband. I want to be your wife. I want you to bore my children. I want all of this. You can show that through your actions, because you can have a ring on and still have a girlfriend and a boyfriend on the side.
Yeah.
Drop the beat now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
And welcome to Marriage Can Heal.
My name is Pedro.
My name is Tara. And this is Marriage Can Heal
Podcast.
Let's say it together.
How you just say it by yourself?
No, I just know we have to say it together. We're a team.
We're a team.
Yeah.
But
I ain't team.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well.
I hope y'all doing well. We made it to the end of the week around this thing.
Yeah.
Look at God.
Yep. Weather, bad, off and on, cold, hot. Yeah.
Look, we really visit all seasons in the UK, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have winter. For example, we're going to have winter on Sunday.
No.
And then Monday, we're going to have summer. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have spring. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have autumn.
Fall. Why you got to go autumn? Nobody knows what autumn is.
Autumn. And then
that's the
on
US.
Thursday, we're going to revisit back to winter. And then Friday, we'll be back in summer. And then on Saturday,
yeah, we get the idea.
And so on and so on.
Yeah, we get that
anyway,
idea.
But
it's even worse than that, because you can get all in one day.
That's true. But I'm just saying, for me, I think it's fascinating that we able to visit all seasons in either one day or the whole week. You know, you just never know. One day you're gonna have a jacket, and the next day you're not. You know, hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But keep your hoodie on hand.
I guess. I do keep a hoodie in the car though.
Yeah.
Just in case.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
You know?
So how was your week?
I had a good week.
We went really fast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had the bank holiday on Monday.
Yes.
And then it seemed like it was just the bank holiday on Monday. And now it's Friday.
Yeah. We've been off a lot. I think it's been a lot of bank holidays going on, and kids been.
We only had the extra one because of the King's coronation.
You know what been making it feel long to me? It's the striking. The striking that they don't. The teachers taking a strike.
You wasn't even here for that.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying.
No, but I'm just saying you wasn't even here for that.
It doesn't matter if I wasn't here for it or not.
You was in France.
I can comment on it. Anyway, don't hate. You know what I'm saying?
We.
But anyway, we like I said before, I was rudely interrupted.
I did not rudely interrupt you.
Yeah, you was. So I was saying about don't shake the light. I was saying that
the strike holidays.
I
get your thoughts
with the
together.
Teachers being striking, it seemed like the kids if they have a 4-day weekend of just a break, and they striking on Monday and they don't go back to Wednesday or something like that, and then Tuesday, the bank holiday on Monday, strike on Tuesday. They have a long weekend. That's all I'm saying with all of that going on.
Oh, you know what? I want to actually say something about that.
Yeah.
So when the kids are off, I must say, I really do love my job.
Why?
Because I just want to give all props to women out there raising their children at home
moms,
or even ones that work and then come home.
Women and at
Can
home
I finish?
dads.
Could you please stop cutting me off and let me talk?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I would just
no. Could you? No,
okay,
you just say I'm cutting you off. You cutting me off. Stop being rude. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm not rude.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyway, like I said, all women out there, I just want to give you big ups because I must say, I have my kids Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I couldn't wait for my wife to get home. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's hard. Thursday, they did strike, so 2 of my kids were home, and yeah, they was pretty chill. You know, we just chilled out most of the day. But then Friday, when they went back to school, and then had to pick up Kaya early, and then bring her home, and then one of them got sick. I had to go pick her up and come back home, and yeah, it was, and then take care of her and stuff. I mean, it's just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I must, and then Sabbath, church, and then, home and entertain, and, just being at home by myself with the kids. I must say, yeah, I wasn't like overwhelmed, But I was just like, you know what? It makes me appreciate my wife. So
You
I
was-
appreciate you, wife.
You were stressed?
No, I wasn't stressed. I was just saying, I just, I appreciate you. Thank you. That's all I want to say. And to all the women out there that do this on a daily basis, I appreciate you.
And I
Especially
was,
since it's going to be Mother's Day in the US on
Yeah.
the Sunday.
mhm.
So I'm just going to give a, early happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Even for the
to
UK,
all the mothers.
you guys get two Mother's Days in the year. But you know what? I used to complain about it, but you deserve it
I'ma
because
say
mothers
this.
do a lot. I go to work, I get to, chill out, mind my business, drive all day in the car by myself
Mm,
with my music and my sports radio.
right.
And then I get to go and talk to people, and then I just do the job, and then I leave and I go do the next job. And and I get breaks. I can sit in my car. Like today, I sat in my car for about 45 minutes before I went to a job because I was early.
Mhm.
So I got to sit there and relax, have a snack. Can't do that at home because they're like, oh, can I have a piece? Oh, I need this or I need that. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And they just want to talk.
Right.
Sometimes I just don't feel like talking.
But I just wanted to add, I know it's Mother's Day and everything, but it's also some fathers out there.
No, we're not
No,
doing
I
that.
wasn't. No, can
We're
I
not
finish?
doing
That are
that.
at-home dads.
We're not doing that, Todd.
Okay.
They have Father's Day. I told you about that before.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing that on this show. We're not doing that in this family. We're not doing, oh, we got to add the father that's a single. Yes, they are single fathers out there that are doing this, but they have Father's Day. So when Father's Day come, they get their props. We're not doing on Father's Day, or the mother's raising them because there's no father. So
I
no,
wasn't. Oh my
that's what you
goodness.
just said.
No, I was gonna.
No, you just said no fathers out there that are single. No, we're not doing that because
Okay.
no, we're not doing that. We got to stop. As a society, we always like to try to include everybody.
That's true.
Be inclusive. We don't got to be inclusive of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got to do that.
Okay.
We could just, everything has its place. Mother's Day is on Sunday for mothers in the US. It could also be for mothers in the UK again, but it's Mother's Day.
Joe, you're on a tyrant. Just let it go.
Because I don't like that. You did that before, and I was like, babe, we're not doing that because that don't work.
Okay.
It's Mother's Day. Let it be Mother's Day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You good now?
I'm good because you
All
all
right.
off your rockers.
I'm not off my rockers. I'm just saying.
Okay, fine. I mean, not rockers. You all off your. You got it off.
I'm
your
in my
chest.
feelings.
You definitely is up in your
I'm in my
chest.
feelings because I hate that phrase. There's father. No, they have Father's Day. When Father's Day come in June, it's in June. I don't even know what Father's Day is.
It's
to be
in
honest with you.
June.
I don't know. It's somewhere
I
like
just
that.
looked at it on the calendar.
Okay, it's next month. Next month we'll say Happy Father's Day.
Okay.
Right. Man, father, woman, mother.
So anyway, I wanted to say, so today our topic is going to be, do wedding rings validate our marriage, or any marriage? So we on season 3, episode 16. That's what we
Okay. And we're not going to, why are you pulling up stuff on Google?
Because I can pick up stuff on Google if I want.
Anyway, you want to get
Mind
like
your business.
Because you want to do the Google search.
Yeah, because I do Google searches.
Tar, we know why wedding rings are there.
Let me do this. Can I do what I want to do?
You can do what you want to do. You don't do what you want to do anyway. Because you do it anyway. Even if I say something, you do it your way. What?
Peter, you being too extra.
I'm not being extra. I'm being honest.
Okay. Anyway, I already had looked it up. You look up stuff on your phone all the time, looking up stuff. I don't say nothing. So
okay,
that's what I'm saying. Mind your business. Okay. So
my
anyway,
business is
moving
mind.
on. Okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna have me a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Keep my mouth shut. Go ahead and talk then.
So anyway,
give you a Google search.
Stop it. So yeah, I was talking to this guy over here, and I was telling him.
What guy over here? You mean your husband?
Yeah, that's sitting there.
Yeah, I'm your husband.
He got a blue
not
shirt
guy.
on. This guy.
But
anyway,
I'm your husband. I'm not this guy.
I was talking to this guy that so happened to be my husband. So anyway, I was talking to my hubby about wedding rings, and I thought about, we used to have wedding rings, and I was like, we had them for a couple of years, right?
Probably a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, over time, I think I lost my ring or something.
You lost it. You didn't think you lost it.
But anyway, I felt like it always got in the way. Because even when my son was young, I used to have a ring on it, and he always used to scratch his little leg or get caught onto something. It was just always something with the ring. But anyway, I ended up losing it, and I didn't miss it. I didn't miss having a wedding ring. The only reason I thought about having a wedding ring maybe recently because I was like, I need a ring. Maybe, so people can know that, I'm married, right?
Yeah, I have a problem with that comment, but yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that's what I was thinking. Can I finish my
Mhm.
thought? And so as I was thinking about it and telling Pedro about it, I was like, do we really need rings to validate our marriage? What do it do? Is it going to change the fact that is it going to make me not cheat? Is it going to make me love you more or less? Is it what is it showing that I love you more? That I have the ring and committing myself to making sure I don't mess up. I mean, I'm saying these rings, what do they really symbolize? Is it a point? Is it really, do we need them?
I don't know, but it's actually, I just realized something, that the picture behind us is wedding rings that you have on the.
The reason I have wedding rings and
because they symbolize
okay,
you.
the reason,
so they do use them for symbolization of that
of marriage.
I'm symbolizing my love for you.
Yes,
but I mean, in all honesty, in my humble opinion, I don't think that rings will make or break a marriage, because they have them. They started it off, I think, back in, I don't know exactly when, but they started off years ago, because the idea was that it was symbolized.
Wait a minute. It says it right here.
Can I say, you asked me a question, then you cut me off?
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, babe. Sorry.
It says that it don't say. I might, from my thinking, and also I have looked up to a little bit, but from what I read, is like it symbolizes your love for each other, and that your eternal love for each other, and that you will be committed to each other. That's in my opinion, that's what it was saying, that you're gonna be committed. Like it shows that you're gonna be that way towards each other. That this is showing my love for you. But in my thought process, the fact you get up there and say I do in front of a bunch of people, or even if it's a small group of people, that's good enough to symbolize your love for each other. So go ahead, read what you want to read, because I know you want to read it.
I was just saying that it says here, from when I looked it up, that wedding rings was originated, and it was a very old Roman tradition prior to Christianity. And the first wedding rings can be tracked back to the ancient Egyptians, when they exchanged rings made from braided reeds and hemp. They placed these rings on the forefinger of the left hand, as they believed that they were a vein of love that ran from this finger directly to the heart. Okay. So I guess because your heart is on your left side, and they put the ring on the left finger, and that's why they put the rings there, because I guess it veins to the heart or whatever. So it basically came from that. So
right, but I understand that concept, and I think people. I think it's just I always thought that sometimes in life, people, like, especially now, we commercialize everything. I just think the ring is more like a way to spend a whole bunch of money.
Well, it's just like Easter.
It's like a whole way to spend a lot of money to prove my love for you. Like, someone be like, if you love me, you give me a ring. Okay,
put a ring on it.
Put a
if
ring
you want to
on
commit to me, put a
ring
on
but,
it. But people don't be committed to you because they put a ring on it.
Exactly, because if you think about it, they also say it's not a control factor.
I said, to me, I have my own opinion.
How's it control?
Because it's a way of saying that you my woman, you my man, and you locked into me.
You can look at it like that. I looked at it more like then, so because they say, like, if you take the ring off, if you get divorced or separate, you take the ring off, that should show that you're not committed to the marriage.
Or let's say somebody is going out and they don't want nobody to know that they're married, so they take it off to make it seem like they single. And then once they get back in a car or going back home, they put back on their ring to show that you're being committed.
I'm just saying
people do that too.
Yeah, I know. But I think it's just a veiled attempt at nothing, because it doesn't symbolize it symbolizes, what does it really symbolize? What does having a ring on really symbolize?
It said the use of wedding rings is not a command in the Bible. And there is no indication that it was ever practiced in the New Testament. The use of finger rings in the Bible was a symbol of authority.
Yeah, because the king with a ring, you have to kiss the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it wasn't meant for that. So it's kind of like
that's why Aventus, which we are.
Mm-hmm. No, we Christians. Don't play with me. We Christians first, and
no, we're
Adventists
not.
later. Okay,
Ty,
anyway.
stop doing that.
Okay, fine.
You really gonna go there?
Pedro, I was joking.
Oh my, you love doing
You
that.
all in your feelings.
I'm not in my feelings, but I don't like you saying that.
Pedro, okay.
Anyway, like I said,
okay, that's a whole nother thing. So.
Rings, don't do anything because more than anything, the vows. I think we've gotten away from like the ring is what validates our marriage. Right. No, when you vow and you say I do to in sickness and health and death.
To death do us part.
To death do us part.
Rich or poor.
Rich or poor. That is validating.
Better or worse.
That's why.
Did you say better or worse? I think you said that.
That's why you do it in front of people.
So
to have witness.
Yeah.
You're validating your marriage, your love for each other. In front of God, witnesses. In front of God, of course, and then in front of the witnesses.
Yes.
The rings don't do nothing. They're just a piece of metal or whatever, gold, or silver, whatever.
Rope,
whatever it is.
Band, rubber band.
To show that you know that, oh, she's mine.
Or he's mine. Yeah.
But I was thinking, instead of rings, how about if we do like chains? Necklace.
Chains.
Would that be the same concept that it just
because you're using it as a symbolism to say, you know, we together.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. I mean,
and I don't think we need that.
Chains or watches,
right?
Because I know some people do watches, or
bracelets, or something like that.
Yeah,
but people, this is my opinion. You may not agree, but I feel that when people look at us, they know we married. They know we together because I'm telling people this is my husband. And you know, you saying this is my wife. And not only are we saying it, they know we married because the way we act towards each other.
Exactly.
The way we respond to each other, the way we are, they know.
The way we argue in front of people, the way you irritate me, and I say you irritate me.
No, you irritate me too. Anyway, moving on, like just like now. So what I'm saying is that you know, people know when people together.
Yeah.
And people know when people ain't together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think having a ring is going to make you more committed to me than you probably already are.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do you have to take a ring off because you got divorced or you got separated? Why do you have to take the ring off to say now that you're available again?
No, right. So let's, like, if I told you, Pedro, you got to put a ring on my hand for me to commit myself to you. Some women would say, if he ain't putting a ring on your hand, because you know the conversation. If he ain't putting a ring on your finger, he ain't trying to commit to you. He ain't trying to be with you. He ain't trying to marry you. He don't love you.
See, that's what they. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the lie.
That conception of what rings, mentality, or what they think rings symbolize. They putting it all on the ring.
I know. And that's not
making a mental commitment to the person to say, I'm committed to you because I love you. I want to be with you. I'm in this in the long haul. We don't need no rings to say that we together.
I know.
We don't need no rings for you to know I love you, that I want to commit to you, that I want to be your husband. I want to be your wife. I want you to bore my children. I want all of this. You can show that through your actions, because you can have a ring on and still have a girlfriend and a boyfriend on the side.
Yeah.
And cheat and sleep around with other people.
To me, the ring does not.
Right. You can sleep around with other people and come back to your husband and
be
wife.
A piece of jewelry on your finger.
Yeah. So you basically just parading around so people can know that you're married, but you ain't committed.
Well,
in your heart, you ain't.
That's gonna be my next statement. Was that I find that people that have rings actually sometimes it causes issues because there's men are predators and men look for ladies with rings.
And women, don't just put it on men. Women like that too.
I'm about to go there too. Can I finish?
Okay, sorry.
You always love cutting me off. Men will go for women because they say, well, it's less commitment. I can get off a woman, but she has a husband, so she will, I could just, give half and, do my thing, and, we can roll in the hay, and then we can go about our business. And so they go after, people that are married.
Yeah.
And, and the same thing goes for women too. Women, they'll go after a man that's married, just like they go
and why
after.
and why do they do that?
What, a woman?
No, why do women or men go after people that are married?
Because they don't want a commitment. They want to just have a little,
They more than likely know the woman ain't gonna leave her husband and the man ain't gonna leave his
that's
wife.
what I just said.
Right.
They just want to roll in the hay.
Right. So they rolling in the hay and they getting together, but it's no real commitment. It's no strings attached.
I just said that.
Right. Yeah, you said it in a different way. So I'm saying it in my way. So this is the thing. So people do that to have a ticket to leave whenever they get ready and come back to whenever they get ready. So it's basically up to the person that is married to then say, okay, I want to step out of my marriage with you, to have fun and then come back. So you want to be married 1 minute and the next minute you don't want to be married. You know what I'm saying? So if you selfish like that, marriage ain't for you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna be selfish with your time and who you commit yourself with, and you want to pick and choose who you want to be with when you get ready, and be a husband when you get ready, or be a wife when you get ready, you selfish. You don't want to be married. You want to spread your time around to everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
and it ain't right.
And I know, and then they also
no true commitment.
I know they look, like, how much money do you spend on rings? Like,
shoot, people.
So you'll spend. Say I go get you a ring, and I gotta spend $3,000-4,000, or even $2,000-3,000 on an engagement ring. So first, I gotta give you an engagement ring.
Not
and
even
then
did a ring.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay,
I gotta get an engagement ring to say we're engaged,
Mm.
and then we have the wedding. Then we have to buy the rings for the marriage. And the whole time, if I just said, this is my fiance,
that's a whole vacation.
Like, exactly. That's
And
many
more.
vacations for
That's
us.
what I'm saying, and more.
And if I just said this is my fiance, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Like, people, you don't need a ring to validate your marriage.
No, you don't.
You can your the way you validate your marriage is the way how you treat your spouse, your husband or wife, how you react to them, how you introduce them. Like when I'm at work and I'm talking to people, I go into houses where it's just women. Sometimes it's just men, but it doesn't stop me from always be like, oh, my wife, or my wife, or my wife. I'll bring you up like in the conversation to let them know that that I'm married.
Right.
Because you never just, even in church or in the store,
right?
People, in a strange way, I think people can tell that I'm married if I'm even saying it.
Yeah, it's the way you carry yourself.
Because the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, because some people carry themselves as if they are single and they're not married.
Yeah.
Because we could be together and we can, and then when we out, people, if we act like we not married and you doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, people like, well, oh, I didn't know you was married, or something like that, or somebody introduced you.
Well, we just had a situation like that.
I'm just saying, it can happen.
Where we know of somebody and then I don't know how it happened, but somehow they put a picture of themselves and their wife or the what? And I looked at you and I said, wait, they're married?
Right.
And you was like, yeah, I knew that. I was like, I didn't know that.
Yo, I didn't even know.
I didn't know they was married. All this time, I did not know they was married. I was shocked. I was like, wow, I did not know that.
But it's very important how you carry yourself out in your marriage. You know what I'm saying? From the inside and the outside. When you out, you know what I'm saying? But I think it just depends on how a relationship is going. If some people are not happy in their marriage, they're not going to parade around like they are. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong to say that?
No.
So if you happy in your marriage, you're going to talk about your husband, you're going to talk about your wife, your children, or whatever, or the life that you have.
I even disagree with that, because
I'm saying that's just my opinion.
Even if I was not happy in my marriage, even if I was not happy in my marriage, or you had made me mad and I was out, I always say I always leave home, and work at work, or outside, home. I will still talk about you.
At the end of the day, people make a choice.
Right. Is the choice
to cheat,
right? To cheat, or
make a choice to go outside.
Just make the choice of, like,
being
I'm single.
Committed.
I'm single, even though I'm married. It's just a choice that people make.
That's what I just said.
I know. I'm doing what you just did. I'm putting in my own words.
Right.
How does that feel?
Right.
Anyway, like I said,
so I had saw something. I think I mentioned it to you, but I saw a clip on Instagram where someone had asked, why a man? And it was specifically talking about a man. Why would a man want to cheat? Like, what makes him cheat? And he had said that the statement, one of the statements that he made several, but one of the statements he made, it said that he used to cheat. He was a cheater all the time. He cheated on every woman that he was with until he met his wife. So he basically said his wife, because he met his wife, and I guess he loved his wife or whatever, that she stopped him from cheating. But I don't believe a person can stop you from cheating. I don't believe a person can stop you from cheating.
Guess
if you was
what?
always a cheater.
I'm actually going to.
Can a person stop you from cheating?
I'm going to disagree.
Why?
Because that's what you did.
Seriously.
Ta, you're the only woman I've never cheated on. Look at you. You about to blow up.
I want a prize. I want a prize. I want a prize. I want a prize. I want a whole trophy around this.
Whatever. I ain't proud of it, but I definitely, in my previous marriages and my previous relationships, I was never faithful. I was all over the place.
Mercy.
And the only time I decided, I finally hit that point of when I met you, I said, you know what? I need to do right by you.
Or did you get to a point in your life where you was tired of just being from one person to the next?
No.
It got old.
No,
it
I
didn't
met
get
you.
old being with different people.
No, because I still could have cheated on you.
No, but not that what I'm saying. When you cheating, you sharing yourself with different people. So I'm saying it didn't get old till you say, I want to commit. I want to settle down with one person. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to do that no more.
It wasn't that it got old.
Like
it wasn't that it got old. It was that I was like, you know what? I want to commit and just be with one person. So I'm going to just be with you. So, yeah.
Well, so you chose to settle down.
Yeah, but it wasn't because it was old. It was because I made that conscious decision. I felt that, you deserved, to not be cheated on.
So what did I deserve that the other people didn't, that you was with? What did I deserve that in your other relationship they didn't deserve for you to be committed?
I guess I just decided finally that I was tired of playing the game and that I just wanted to settle down, that I needed to, because obviously everything I was doing wasn't working. I'd already been in 2 failed marriages. I already been in failed relationships. So I said, maybe God is telling me I need to, settle down and just be with one person and try it differently. So when I met you, plus I think when I met you, you was young. And I think if I had did that, I really would have, broke you, and honestly,
so it matters with age?
No,
because now you're gonna make
no,
it seem like, because I was younger.
Let me finish. Yeah, it was because you was younger, but I think it was more because your heart was already broken because of a situation like that and past relationships for yourself, and you expressed how much it really hurt you, and I didn't want to do that to you.
Yeah, because I'm a loyal person.
Let
me finish my statement. I'm a definition of loyal. To the
there
sense,
you go. Look at you, just trying to throw
I'm
kind
not
of
praising
accolades
myself.
on.
I'm not trying to throw a praise on myself, because I'm not just a loyal girlfriend or wife. I'm a loyal friend, And once I meet you and get in touch with you, and everything's funny that popped up, and get in touch with you and everything, it's like it's like you made me forget my whole thought. When you loyal to a person or loyal to a fault, sometimes I think it could be a bad thing because people take advantage of how you is and who you are. You know what I'm saying? And they don't see the good in you, or they don't try to see the good in you, so they just do you in this type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I mean. But
to me.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that my other relationship deserved it because it was all on me. Yeah, I don't blame. I don't say that they deserved it. They didn't deserve it. But I just wasn't able to give my full attention that I needed to.
There it go.
Boom. And when I finally met you, I probably was a little tired. I probably was just like,
you was tired.
What? I need to be more committed.
You was tired of the hustle and bustle. You was tired of the
but the hustle and bustle. I could have still hustled and bustle. I just did. I wasn't that I was tired. I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I just want to be committed to one and be done. I don't got time for mess and foolishness, because it was a lot,
and drama.
When I first met you, I wasn't still in drama, even with women.
So
when I first met you, so it wasn't like I wasn't, So sorry. It wasn't like I was still,
Oh my
I know,
gosh.
I'm sorry, I try not to. Excuse me, everybody. It wasn't that I wasn't trying to. I just, when I met you, I just knew. So that's why I said I disagree. I can understand where that man's coming from.
You know, it's
I can
funny.
understand that.
It's
And
fun,
it can,
it's funny
and it
that
can
you said
actually,
that. Wait a minute.
and a woman can actually have the same thing. She
No.
can meet a man and she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna settle down.
No, but that's true. That's true. It's funny you said it. You said I was the one. Okay. So I'm gonna just say this. So I was the one, but how you know when you was married the first time she wasn't the one, or when you was married the second time she wasn't the one? Like how you figured that I was the one?
I didn't know. I
Throw
had to
boats
figure
at
it
you.
out. Huh?
I had to throw boats at you.
No,
right
I had to
there.
think about it. I don't know. I had to think about it. I thought about it and I was like, I don't know. When I met you that I just felt in my heart right away that you was the one. I mean, I can't explain it. Honestly, can't explain. God just told me that you were the one.
Man.
And he's not lying, because all the things we've been through, all the trouble, all the good times, all the bad times, all the moving, being deported,
Yeah.
moving
Man.
to Bermuda, moving here, this and that. I actually said that to somebody the other day. I don't believe anybody else would have came with me. I think you're the only person would have came that I know of that I was dating or in relationship with that would have came.
Mm.
So God knew before, when I met you, that you will still be the one that will be with me through all the ups and downs and the rivers and the waves and all of that, the storms and all of that, that no matter what, you'll still be there. God knew that.
Yeah.
Knew that, like you said, that, you know, in honesty, you are loyal. I admit that you are loyal, because you're one of the most loyal people I know. You will stick. You may not agree all the time, but you are loyal. And so, yeah.
I was just saying that to a friend. I was just talking to a friend on the phone earlier, and I said, you know, I'm the definition of friendship. You know what I'm saying? And she laughed, and she was like, "Well, that's kind of true." You know, so because you know, I don't divorce people. You know, in the sense of friendships and stuff. You know, like if things happen where you have to just, you know, be done with people. That's just life. You know, some people seasonal and some people lifetime, you know, and I have had my time of seasonal friends, and I have had my time of having some
I
lifetime
believe it. I'm
friends.
always like,
You know?
I think, and that's why, like for me now, I've always been like that. Because funny thing is, before you met me, you was not like that.
What?
In the sense of, like, you know, a friend, you always, you know, like ghosting them or something.
Oh.
You wasn't big. You was quick. You was quick when we met. You was kind of quick to be like, you know what? If they don't want to be my friend, then fine. They don't gotta be my like.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If people ain't showing you what you giving them back, I ain't finna hang in the game and
I know that.
and you just running over me,
Yeah,
treating me like trash. Like no,
but
that's not gonna happen.
I think I know myself. Me and you in that sense are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like once I'm your friend, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
You know, and like somebody, I think I know I saw a quote or something where somebody said, like, if I speak to you once in a month or once in a week or once in 3 months or once in 6 months
Mm-hmm.
or once a year, doesn't mean we're not friends. It's just, you know, life happens.
It does.
And then when we do get together, we talk and then we go about our way again.
You know what? I had put up a quote one time. I wish I can find it, but I had put up something where it said, dang it. But anyway, it was just basically saying, you going through things, people go through things, you know, don't act like you ain't the only one dealing with life. Something in that sense. Like,
Yeah,
you know, don't just think about, oh, they ain't called me, they ain't talked to me, I ain't talked to them, they ain't even trying to reach out to me. No, sis, how you know they ain't dealing with something?
Right.
People be going through their own stuff, and you suspect to always be recognized.
Can't find it. What are you looking for?
But people putting you, you know, you want people to always put you, you know, call you, check on you, text you. How about you do it? If you're thinking about them, maybe that's God saying, reach out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't look for it for you to get it. Because if you're thinking about them, maybe God put you on their mind to call. So just pick up the phone and call. You initiate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I said when it comes to marriage, because we got a little off, but
Oh yeah. Oh, we back on the rings. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm saying that, you know, rings don't validate. Because it really don't mean you could do any. Just because you have a ring doesn't preclude you or stop you from doing things.
Because if you came to me and and gave me a ring and been like, will you marry me? I would be like, oh, look at the ring. Look. People do that. Look. Oh, let me see, girl. Let me see. It's big. Oh, girl. Like, what do that really mean?
He got money.
Girl, he got money. Girl, he got loot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I was never.
People do too much.
I think when we got married, I did tell you that I think we had got the rings, but I was like, look, I get it because you want it, but I really wasn't in the.
Where we got our first wedding bands from? Can you remember?
Ice.
Yo, we got
Ice.com.
No, we didn't. We got it from Walmart.
No, we didn't get it from Walmart.
Yes, we did. I remember going to.
Did we go to Walmart
yes.
or did we go to that
no,
other?
We
did we go to the other jewelry store that was in Alabama?
Walmart jewelry spot.
No, we went to that other jewelry spot, the one that had the nice rings, but at a cheap rate, at a cheap price. Remember that we can get it like on a plan. I think it was something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
It was bands, wasn't it?
You had a little solitaire, and I had a band.
Yeah. I think I got a picture of us with our bands and stuff. Anyway, mine had. It was silver and it turned gold. It was all over the place.
This is the thing that I'm not immune to having rings, but I think we both need bands. But at the same token, I'm not like pushing like I got to get a ring.
At the end of the day, I'm not. We are not. So disclaimer. We are not telling people not to buy rings. You do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You want to go spend all your money on some rings, and you do that. You know what I'm saying? Just know you could have used that money to put down on a house or a car or something, but not no doggone ring.
But if you got the money to do it, then go ahead and knock yourself out.
It ain't about having the money. It's about being sensible. But like I said, people do what they want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what works for you, and whatever.
I just don't think the ring validates anything.
It doesn't. So if you
I think that's a misconception that the world has put over the eyes of people, that without the rings, it doesn't validate the marriage.
Right.
But
yeah. So if you really think your husband or your wife is committed to you because you bought them a ring, then guess what? You kidding yourself. You really kidding yourself. You setting yourself. You setting your marriage and everything. Because
it's not gonna help your marriage. It's not gonna save your marriage. It's not gonna.
It's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna stop.
What you gonna like? You have an argument. You're about to divorce. Be like, well, you gave me a ring, so we should stay married. No, that don't work. Look,
somebody can give you a ring and ask you to marry you, and be like, "Oh, will you marry me?" Ask you in front of your folks, and guess what? They'll leave your house, knowing that they got you locked and loaded, and go be with somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Why you always gotta go straight to that?
I'm sorry. I'm just want to let you know. I'm just being real. I'm just being real with y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? A woman or a man can say, "Oh, would you marry me?" And lock you in. Be like, "Okay, I got it." And she ain't going nowhere.
I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say that.
And then go sleep with somebody else the next day and come back to you and be like, "Come on, boo." And you know what I'm saying? It happens in real life. It does.
Or they can be with you and then go get married and then come back.
I'm telling you, people do that. That happened to me.
I'm surprised you said that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm being real transparent.
I'm surprised. I didn't want to say it was you. I just made the comment.
I'm being real transparent right now. So let me share this nugget real quick. So I was dating this guy, no names. I was dating this guy, and we had been together, whatever.
Couple of years.
Yeah. So,
or a year or so.
And because I had became intimate with him. So, women, I'm gonna say for me, I'm a very emotional person. I'm invested and connected when it becomes to be an intimate thing. So anyway, I'm invested in this thing. Young girl, young girl at this time, really thinking that, oh, he loves me, blah, 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 blah. And so end up, he was actually dating somebody while he was dating me. And me not knowing, me thinking naive that, oh, he's committed to me. And we just dating. No ring, no nothing. I gave myself to him and everything, thinking if I give him the poom poom, that he gonna be.
Oh, now you get a little thing.
No, I'm just being for real, thinking that if I give that to him, that he
You have to say poom poom on the radio, though.
I would say if I give it to him, he'll commit to me. And I really thought that in my mind, that because he said, if once we become together, and I be with you, I'm not going to be with nobody else. That's what he said. And I believed him. You know what I'm saying? Me thinking that this man loved me at the time. Actually, he was a boy. So thinking that he loved me at the time, but he actually didn't. He loved me and everybody else that he was with. So he
he loved you. He just loved you with others.
Right. So, and my friend of mine had called me and said, Tara, girl, I remember, I ain't going to never forget this. Sitting in my car. And she said, "Tara, I got something to tell you." I
You had a
was
cell
like,
phone
"What?"
then?
Well, we had beepers.
Okay, go ahead.
So
I'm
it's
sorry.
like bleep, bleep, bleep. So I called her and then she was like, "I got to talk to you." So she came over my house. At the time I was staying with my parents, but she came over my house, whatever. And we sitting in the car. She said, "Girl, something to tell you." I was like, What happened?" And she was like, "Girl, I just wanted to let you know about what's the call." I was like, "Oh." She said, "Girl, he ain't committed to you." I was like, "What you talking about?" She said, "I just wanted to tell you, Tara. I just wanted you to know because everything for to go down tomorrow." And this was on a Saturday. No, this is on a Friday night because I wasn't Sabbath. I wasn't Baptist. I wasn't Adventist at the time. I was Baptist. So he's for to get married on Saturday. And so that Friday night, I'm sitting in the car. We said, I cried my eyes out. My heart was broken. And because I had just talked to him, I was just with him the night before, literally, like intimately. I was with him the night before. And he was like, "Oh, we're gonna be together." I hate things. We was trying to make our relationship, work because we was having little issues or whatever. So after we had talked to him, he brought me home and everything. I thought everything was fine. I even had spoken to him. And the funny thing is, he called me after I had spoke to my friend, I almost say her name, but after I talked to my friend, she was telling me about he's fit to get married. I said, "You get married to who?" And she said, "Girl, he fit to get married. The girl that he was dealing with, that he had been talking to, and me, she ended up getting pregnant." And I was like, "So he gonna marry her because she's pregnant?" And she was like, "Girl, he get married tomorrow. The wedding tomorrow. How about?" After she left and we had talked and she had stayed and, consoled me and all that, I hadn't told my folks yet about what had happened.
Oh, you told him now.
My mom know about this story.
I know.
But anyway, I think I was about 18, 19, I was something like
You was
that.
19, 20.
So yeah. So anyway, after she had left, he called me and asked me, you ain't gonna believe what he asked me.
Can you come by?
He gonna ask me, "Tar, I'm finna get married tomorrow. Can you sing at my wedding?"
You didn't tell me that, but I forgot.
I was so pissed. I was like, "You finna get married to who? You didn't even say you was getting married. I was just with you the other night.
Last night
You said we was gonna work things out. And he get married and got a whole girl pregnant. And go ask me to sing at the wedding.
Okay, calm down.
I'm sorry, I got loud. And gonna ask me to sing at the wedding. I cussed him flat out. I was saved but half saved. But I cussed him all the way out.
Just because you saved him and you can't curse.
I'm just saying, I was so hurt. And I felt like he used me and just threw me to the wolves. I was like, what? Because, I was like, what is this?
I know.
But
that's my point.
I cried to know. I went in the house. I said, "Mom, you ain't gonna believe." I told my sister because me and my sister were real close. I told my sister first, and my sister was like, "What?" Blah, blah. So everybody was calling me, and the messed up part about this, I was close to his family, right? Nobody in the family called and told me he was getting married. No, and I always around their family all the time, over their house, night, day. Okay, I'm sorry. I was always talking, always over there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord,
I started a
hardness.
His cousin was my best friend, and she didn't even say nothing to me. It was all the way messed up. And so I told my mama and my dad and stuff that I was just crying my eyes out. I was like, "No, he just did this to me." So anyway, he got married. The day he got married, because he told me what time and everything. And my cousin ended up singing for his wedding. You know who she is?
Probably, I can think of it. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll tell me later.
Mm-hmm. You know who she is. She can sing too. All my family can sing. So that I don't even know why he just said that. So
exactly.
The point is, she ended up. My cousin was singing at his wedding.
Did she get paid?
I don't know what had happened with
Maybe
that.
she got paid.
But I know she had called me.
Maybe she needed some money.
She had called me and said, "Tara, did you know?"
But listen, you can't get mad at her because
I'm not mad at her.
Okay.
She called me and was like, "Tara, did you know that he's getting married?" I said, "Girl, no." I said, he called and asked me to sing. She was so upset because, everything was just thrown. It was just people, his family was like, "Oh, I thought y'all was going to get together. I thought y'all was going to be married." No, you didn't think that. You knew.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay, let's digress back to the rings.
Wait, I'm gonna just say this. After he had got married, so it was like a day or two after his marriage.
Mhm.
Guess who was calling me?
He was.
Can you meet me at the hotel? No. I ain't meet you at no hotel. Who you think he's talking to? I was a fool one time. Fine. Shame on me. Shame on you. On me, myself, whatever the quote is. I was not fit to be your fool.
Fool me once, fool me twice.
Yeah, you ain't fit to do that to me again.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I ain't gonna lie, I thought about it.
I know you about to say.
And then I thought about it.
Well, at least you're honest.
Because I was like, well, maybe. I said, well, maybe he gonna, leave her or something like that. So, and then I was like, you know what?
I was gonna say something. I stopped again.
Say it. And,
you thought your stuff was so good, you'll make him leave.
I guess I did thought that. I was like, my yin yang.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool though. But you know what? That's what I'm saying to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Forget the ring thing. But do what you want to do.
You just talk like forget the ring thing. Listen.
Man, it ain't no loyal people out here.
Listen. I mean, just in our opinion, it does not validate the marriage. The marriage is because here this man had a ring and he was already 2 days later trying to cheat.
I'm just saying.
So having a ring does not validate the marriage at all.
It's how a person treat you.
It's how a person treats you, love you, and there for you, and takes care of you.
Right.
Because the vows have nothing to do about a ring. It doesn't say like, oh, if you wear this ring, now you will do this.
ID wed.
Like the ring will now like magically like make you do the
stuff.
Perfect husband
or the perfect wife. Yeah.
Or the perfect wife. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
So I mean, that's why we say that, it doesn't validate.
It don't make no sense. This is why you need to talk about these things before you enter into a relationship with people. You need to see, what do they want? What do you want out of me? What do you expect out of me before we enter into this union?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you was talking to me about, talking about things before you get married to see what the other person is want. Because if you enter into this union and get into it and they like, wait a minute, that's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? Your marriage is in dangerous spots because nobody agree on anything. Yep. Everybody want different things.
We had lengthy discussions about what we was going to do.
Yeah, everybody want different things. Somebody want children, somebody don't want children. Somebody want a house, nobody else don't want a house. You got to think about these things and talk about these things before you jump into
funny.
stuff.
You funny because you want the house. I don't. I know where you're going with that. I know you made that comment.
I wasn't saying for that.
Yes, you did. Don't try. Don't even try. I just realized. I'm like, wait a minute. Did she just say that? Like,
I said it.
Yeah. You want the house. I don't. I mean, in time I would love to get a house, but I'll only be getting a house for you.
But the house is an investment.
Like I said, at a time we can get a house, hopefully, God willing, God bless us. But I'll only get it because of you. Because to me, it doesn't make a difference.
Well, to me it does.
I know that, but that's what I said. That's why you made. That's why you just made that comment.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying you have to talk about.
But I've always been consistent. We've been talking about this since before we got married, and I always said that.
I still haven't got what I want. But we don't always get what we want.
Well, guess what? We haven't got. I want a lot of things. I don't get everything I want.
I give you everything. I give you the moon, the stars, the rain, and the mountain. I'll give you the world.
Excuse me. This is not time for baby face. Okay, thank you.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Me.
Yeah, you give me heartache and ulcers.
I ain't gave you no ulcers, whatever.
Ulcers.
Oh, whatever.
You can't even say the word.
It doesn't matter.
Kidney stones and everything else.
No, you did that to yourself. I told you stop drinking all them sodas and Coke and Pepsi.
I used to work night shifts. I had to drink something that had caffeine.
That's a whole nother thing. Pedro's in the shower crying like a baby.
Oh, you trying to blow me up like? Wait. I was crying like a baby, but how long before I started to cry though?
I know, but anyway,
it was a good 6 hours.
Right, and that's when we first got married. And I took her to the hospital, and
okay, we're not going into that. Thank you.
Anyway, that's a whole other story. I'll tell you about that story. So
you didn't get happy on that story either, because
until next time.
Yeah, that'd be part 2.
Yeah,
but like anyway. I said, that's why. Yeah, so we both agree in the sense of that, that rings don't really validate, because it's not the person that validates is. First, you get validated by God because you do it in front of God and your witnesses. But then there's the two parties, husband and wife, that validate the marriage. Mm-hmm. Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. You all validate it by the way you interact. Mm-hmm. And I just think like the world has really changed You sent me that clip, and I'm not a TJ Jake fan. You know, I'm not a TJ.
But you know, I'm not.
But it was his wife.
It's his
but
wife.
No, his wife. It wasn't him. It was his wife.
Yeah.
And you know what she was talking about. I can't remember like what she was talking about. She was talking about people, how marriages,
how these young people, the younger generation,
they try to change the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a thing. But you know, watching that clip, you know what I thought, and I know it's wrong. Would she still be with him if he wasn't rich?
I don't know. It depends. Some people.
I'm not saying she wouldn't. It was just my thought process of like, you know, because you know he's pretty rich.
Well, people stay with people because of security purpose and money. You know,
I know that, but
I'm
not trying to bad mouth or anything.
I'm just
that was just my first thought, because what she said was true though. She said that in today's world, you know, when you get married was, you know, for better or worse, through thick or thin,
mm-hmm.
you know, the death do us part, through sickness and poor, blah, blah, you know, all that.
Rich or poor, sickness and health. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I kind of said it backwards, but you know,
mm-hmm.
you know the gist of the marriage vows,
right?
But then she said, you know, I'm gonna stick with this man, and I was like, oh, that's cool and everything. But it just, you know, it just popped in my head. You know, it just popped in my head a little bit on that subject,
right?
Because
you know, sadly, people going through that.
I don't know his whole story. I don't know if he came from poor to rich or what, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know if she was there when he was poor and then he became rich and she was there.
Right.
So that's why I said
you don't know the backstory.
I don't know the backstory because I really don't care.
You don't follow
I don't follow him like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't follow her. I didn't even, honestly, that's the first time I've even seen his wife.
Right. Yeah.
I've never seen his wife before because I don't watch him or anything. So that's
I only knew of his wife in Mad of a Black Woman. When they had in that movie where they had when she was in it.
I didn't even know she was married. That he was married.
Yeah.
So I mean, but you know, that's just me.
He played like, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Don't matter, exactly. But like that's all I'm saying. So like I said, I'm not trying to talk ill, and I'm just being honest in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But well, she made a good point that I think in today's what she said was that in today's world, couples want to change the narrative to what they want.
What suits
them. So, you're not going to give me what I want? I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't have discussions about what they want. They don't communicate. They don't have discussions about what they want or what they want to do before they get married.
Mm-hmm.
And when they get married, it's not what they thought. So then they cut and they go to something else, you know? And that's why, to me, especially now, that's why rings don't validate, because the ring doesn't solve or even validate the marriage, because if the people don't want to be together, they're not going to be together.
Mm-mm.
And so
you're going to put the ring down anyway on the
exactly.
table and be
Yeah,
like,
it's just waste. You're just going to, right. And then you have people
money.
trying to fight or take them to court to get the ring back that they gave. Well, I gave an engagement ring worth $50,000. I want it back.
Why they getting it back? Because the money value of it, and they can pawn it or something. So,
or they can get it back or sell it, whatever, you know, or get their money back. So,
especially depending on what condition it's in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just don't think. I was actually watching a clip the other day. I was watching a show, and it was Station 9. Was it 19? It was one of those fire shows. I think it was Long Star. 911. It was one of those TV shows.
Right.
And the guy jumped off the guy jumped off a roof. Right? And he jumped off the roof, parachuted, landed, was gonna propose to his girl. And as he's saying, "Will you marry me?" As she's about to say, his parachute gets hooked into a car and he gets dragged all over the city with the parachute. No, seriously, he gets dragged all over. They finally get the truck stopped, and he's got a busted arm, busted leg, and this and that and that. And he's asking for her. She comes running. And he says, oh, will you marry me? She's like, yes, 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 yes. And then they take him off, and he's happy. And then they're like, oh, would you like to go with him? And she's looking like, and she's like, no. And it's like, wait, what happened? She's like, I really don't want to marry him. It was like, but why did you say yes? She was like, after everything that's happened, I felt the need to say yes. It was like, that makes no sense. She said, well, I didn't want to let him down. I figured I'll take the ring, hold on to it for 3 months, and then, you know, I'll break it off from then.
So she was never committed anyway.
She was going to say no.
She was going to say no.
She was going to say no,
right.
But the only reason she said yes is because he got dragged all over the place. So he was all beat up. She didn't want to. She felt bad. Yeah.
It was out of that.
Right.
That, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. The ring does not validate anything.
Right. Because if the ring meant
So
something, she would have committed right then.
Right. So she was never going to be committed. And so
Mm-mm.
she just took the ring and then she said, well, I'll just break it off. And then like 2, 3, 4 months and the 3, 4 months. And then I'll break it off. And then, because she said, I don't, what she said, I don't want to change what we have.
She wanted to keep things.
She just wanted to keep the way it was. She didn't want to be married. She just liked the joy of dating him. She was committed to him, but she wasn't committed in the marriage way.
Well, yeah, because that's a different level.
Because exactly.
It's a different level of commitment.
So
some people are content in just being in a relationship and living together and doing things as if they married, but they don't want to actually marry the person. That happens too to people.
Yeah.
Well, I've known couples that have been together for years and had children, and you will think that they married, and then next thing you know, they like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and just do it. But yeah,
I met a couple.
Had 3 children.
I met a couple that have been together for like
3 children and
27 years, and they was thinking, I was like, oh, you guys are, that's your wife. And he was like, well, technically no. And I'm like, what you mean no? He's like, we're not married. And I was like, so you've been together for 27 years? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I didn't say. I mean, what?
Because believe it or not, just legalizing it and just getting that paper changes things.
Oh, I know that for a fact. I can be a testament. Where's the button at? I need to press the button.
I don't know.
Oh.
Change it back.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe you did that.
I'm sorry. What did
sorry,
you want
folks.
I'm so sorry.
No, I don't want you to press anything now because you got it on the wrong settings.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we was trying to do but anyway, my wife changed it to, I don't know, echo or something.
Anyway.
So we apologize.
Yeah.
But, and like I said, I forgot what I was saying.
I was saying married and making it legal, the paper.
Oh yeah, I could be a testament to that. Yeah, it does. They say marriage, the paper changes stuff.
It does.
But I think not that, just that too. I think some people say, well, we've been living this way for so long. Why change it?
Yeah. Why? We comfortable. We, it's working for us. Why change it? Because it seemed like the minute you marry, everything just changed. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, it changed.
Did it change when we got married?
No, because we was in love with each other. So
you sure you loved me then?
I think, to be honest, and then also my parents did not, at the time, my parents did not feel like us living together is not right. They feel like you're gonna, don't be playing house.
We wasn't playing house though.
No, I'm just saying what they said to me.
Yeah.
They said, do not play house with this man. If he want to be with you, he's gonna marry you. And they didn't say he need to put a ring on it. They said he needs to marry you and make you his wife.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying for some people, they are comfortable living in the way of not being married and just being together. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute they get married, for some reason, it just changed the whole dynamics of their relationship. Because now some people feel like you don't own me. I'm not your, well, you could just do whatever you want to do, or even wife or husband. Some people feel like they own you sometimes. Not everyone, but some people feel like they own you because they now married to you. But in the sense of, in God's eyes, when you marry someone, you become one. You no longer two separate entities. You know how and I was listening to something that said, people say, well, you're better half. No, I was whole. Remember, I think we talked about this, did we?
Yeah.
I'm whole. I'm a whole person. He's a whole person. Where is my husband? Where is my wife? It ain't no half. I wasn't half of a person. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Funny you said that.
You met me.
Because I want to just do a little quick plug. There's been a series for the last 2 weeks going down at Brixton. Go on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube or on the radio and look up Brixton, Brixton SDA Church, and look up
in London.
Pastor Jeffrey Brown is in London. He's been doing a series about that. And it's funny that you said that, because he actually made that where he said that he had got a wedding invitation, and the invitation said where two halves are brought together. And he was like, a person is not a half.
No.
You're not a half. I'm not a half. We are both whole.
Yes.
And we come together to make one. So you're one whole, I'm one whole, and we come together to make one. We're not half, because you can't be half of something. So it's funny that you said that, because he was just talking about that in one of his series.
Right.
One of the sermons that he did. Well, when he was talking about that. So yeah, but I just wanted to do that little quick plug, because he also has a book out. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. I have to get it and say it next time on on
on the thing.
the podcast. But yeah,
I wanted to say this. I was listening to his Dr. Brown speak because he's a family marriage counselor.
Yeah.
So anyway,
him and his wife.
Yeah, him and his wife. So I came across this quote that, well, it's not a quote. It came out of 1 Corinthians 7:7, and it says, "I wish everyone could get along without marrying, just as I do. But we are not all the same. God gives some the gift of a husband or a wife, and others he gives the gift of being able to stay happily unmarried."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So not everybody.
Well, you gonna say that now at the end of the show?
No,
That's something we didn't talk about, but we can't talk about because we're about to end the show.
We'll talk about it in our next episode. So please, please tune in.
And in the next episode, we'll have the link.
Yes,
for the book. The book is called The Total Marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's is available, but I can't get to it now because I forgot to hook it up.
Well,
but
we'll share it
for next week.
and I can also put it in the link.
We'll put in the link for next week
or in the description box on YouTube if you're watching this.
Yes,
and that way you can shoot over there. And
it's just £15 here in the UK.
So yeah,
and like I said, it's a really good book to have,
and
it just it will help you with your marriage, whatever you're going through. It also talks about single people.
Yeah.
And being single. He talks about that too. So if you're single, even if you're not married and you're single, you're listening to this. He talks about being single.
Yeah.
Single. So it's different. It's different aspects. It's different things. So please go and take a look at that. Like I said,
definitely
on YouTube, Brixton SDA.
Yeah.
And you'll see it be Dr. Jeffrey Brown.
Yeah.
And you can't miss it. So you'll see it.
Right.
So
you guys, you already know. Thank you so much again, like my husband always says, for visiting us over here at the Marriage Can Heal podcast on YouTube. Please subscribe and like and share.
Sorry for the little blow up that my wife had.
I'm sorry, I was in my.
I did not know you was gonna. I was just trying to be funny about making. But I was just trying to be funny about making that statement. I didn't think he was gonna go,
it's okay. It's
Chernobyl on me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I got real. It was a flashback. I went back into past. But anyways, I'm moving on. I'm in the future now. So thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share, like I just said a few minutes ago. And if you want to contact us, you can always contact us on the marriagecanheal@gmail.com is our email. You could donate to our ministry.
You said Marriage Can Heal. It's Marriage Can Heal podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say it again. My apologies. It's Marriage Can Heal podcast @gmail.com. Marriage Can Heal podcast @gmail.com. You could donate to our ministry by going to your Cash App and just put in the British pound. Marriage Can Heal too, and our PayPal is @Goddard's Ministry. So thank you so much for your time.
Goddard Ministry.
Goddard's Ministry.
Goddard's
Ministry. I just told you what it was. It's @Goddard Ministry @GODDARDMINISTRY. Thank you so much for tuning in.
All right. Well, thank you so much again. Y'all have a good week.
This is Tara.
This is Pedro.
And this is the Marriage Can Heal podcast.
Peace.
Drop the beat now.